Welcome back, everyone, to Oxygen Not Included. Man, if you've been following along live with our playthrough here of Oxygen Not Included, there was quite a gap. We're going to resume the game right now. Yeah, long story short, a lot of PC troubles. Very much so. So 3 processors and 1 hard drive later, we're back once again. You probably don't want to hear the story. I don't even want to hear the story anymore. I'm tired of it. I've had my PC looked at by like 3 different people now. I used to work on PCs too. It was very baffling what was going on with my PC, but we finally determined it was the stupid processor the whole time. And one of the PC techs stole my hard drive. So, and left the city. So, it's like, whatever, man. I'm done with this. This is ridiculous. Anyway, you didn't come to hear a rant about how PCs can cause a lot of problems. You came to watch me try to remember how to play this game again. Looks like a lot of things are broken, but I think that's just because we loaded the game again. So I'm just going to hit play, and hopefully things start to sort themselves out. Right, I do remember, yeah, we were trying to figure out how to get the body temperature down, and the method of doing that is, of course, to reduce the temperature in, I believe, the water is what's causing the problem. So I do remember, yeah, we were playing around with these radiant liquid pipes. The one thing I was like, for sure we need to look at is, and it makes sense, Rax pointed it out before we had the unfortunate break there, that obviously water stores more heat. I'm going to turn the game down a little bit. I'm not sure if it's too loud for you guys or not. There we go. That should be better. Water obviously stores a lot more heat than oxygen. And so it's probably the same way in real life too. I mean, obviously it is, but we probably also call it in real life specific heat, like the heat capacity as well. So the heat capacity of water is far greater than oxygen. So these radiant liquid pipes, I think our theory is correct in that these will help facilitate energy transfer between 2 substances, but oxygen itself cannot hold a whole lot of heat. So it instantly heats up to about 33 degrees Celsius, which is what you can see here. It's basically at 33 degrees Celsius, and nothing changes with the water. So what we're gonna try to do here to reduce the temperature of this liquid is play around with different materials. That's what I was thinking about. And then the other thing that I thought about too, I don't know if this is a thing or not, but we may be able to employ like a vacuum of some sort in order to super chill things. I don't know if that's like a thing in this game. It should be, but it might actually cause us more problems than it's worth. So I'm not sure if we're going to try that here or not. If we do, we may end up moving all of it over here or something. Kind of sucks that we have this gas pipe right here, because it kind of gets in the way a little bit. But I was thinking about making like a little chamber or something over here, maybe even like under here or something, where we have like a little gas pump, and then all this room's job will be is to get gas out of the room, and then we'll have like a single radiant pipe maybe like right here. You know, so maybe the room is like this big or something like that, and literally all we do in here is just have a gas pump. But I don't know. We might have to redirect this gas right here a little bit lower. We'll make it a little bit less aesthetic, but we may have to do it for the science. You know what I mean? I think to start though, we're going to use one of these tiles and see. So obviously we want to use a material. I wonder if I could see that in here. We want to use a material that is that has both a high heat capacity, I believe, right? And then also like thermally reactive. I don't know if such a thing exists. But I'm thinking that's the combination we want, because I think we tried ceramics here, didn't we? Maybe we should try that again really quick. But yeah, it doesn't make sense that ceramics would help, because that's an insulated material. So really we're just putting insulation over the radiant liquid pipes. That doesn't, I don't think that makes any sense. I don't know, you tell me if I'm wrong. Same thing with the insulated tiles. It's to reduce heat transfer, and we want to accelerate heat transfer, right? That's my thinking, at least. Maybe obsidian. Where did we get obsidian from? I'm trying to remember how to look things up in this game. I think this is what we did. So obsidian, yeah, never melts really. Stone hatches eat it. I guess we just mined it from somewhere, right? So let's try, yeah, a single slab of obsidian, I guess. It says it's thermally reactive. Require little energy to raise in temperature, and therefore heat and cool quickly. Actually, maybe that's not what we want. And then, is there a method to see what the heat capacity of a material is? We can see the melting point. Oh yeah, heat capacity. Oh, so it actually holds very little heat. Okay, so that's probably not going to be good at all, actually. So let's compare it to sedimentary rock. Requires less heat to melt, but also still like 0.2 DTU per gram per degrees Celsius change. Is that actually the same? It is the same. Well, let's start with, I guess, the obsidian, and we'll see what this does. I mean, at this point, it's just science time, right? Yeah, we're drawing water from this area. So the water is actually cooling quite a lot just by passing through this area, you know what I mean? So, I guess we'll see whenever they get around to it here. Yeah, nothing's really growing here at all because of the body's temperature. And the air itself, well, I guess the air is kind of the problem too, huh? 31 degrees Celsius right at the baseline here. We are pumping gas in. It looks like we did cue that before the end of the last episode. I'm thanking Past Me for that because, yeah, we would have had to struggle to figure out what this is about. I wonder if we could... Let's see. Can we turn off, like... Because we don't really want, like, this room to be full of oxygen, right? Well, I guess I mean, eventually the vent will fill, and I suppose it doesn't really matter if there's more oxygen in here than not. Maybe it's okay. I think it might not have been. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. We hooked it up to this gas valve because that's what we originally used it for, was pumping air into the farming area, and then also this farming area, which I think this could probably go at this point. We could probably reclaim all of that, but I don't know if we're gonna have enough food for a while here while we figure this out, because this is kind of a problem, kind of an issue. Yeah, it seems like the temperature. I wonder. No, it's actually the oxygen, for some reason, is higher. Or the temperature is higher, like at the plant for some reason. Like then, you know, or maybe it's just because heat is dissipating across this area or something. You'd think it'd be very uniform though, as far as the temperature goes, but maybe not. It's very close to the 30 degrees that we're actually looking for. But, not quite. Okay, so the obsidian tile instantly became 32 degrees, and yeah, it's not really helping us. Oh, what is this? Research. Oh, you can just do research here now? Oh, it's just a quick shortcut. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool, so you can come to your... I don't know, was this here before? I noticed they did have a few, updates since we last played, so maybe that's new. I don't remember that being there. But thimble reed, don't need it. Don't need any of these guys because I can't even remember what we're looking for anyway. Maybe one of them is a pip egg. Oh, that's right, a pip. Those are those little critters, right? That They just eat trees and stuff. Oh yeah, they eat arbor trees and they create dirt, which is kind of nice. Yep. We'll probably let that guy just run around the base too. Everyone's bored. Let's see. I don't know. It almost kind of seems like it is working, maybe at least a little bit. I don't know. The water right here is 35 degrees. It gets here and then it goes down to 32, but I think it was doing that before. So it's almost like, yeah, really, it's almost like the radiant liquid pipe is just, it is just emptying into the oxygen around it and decreasing the temperature as such. So really, we need to find, I don't know if radiant pipes are really going to help us here. We need to find like a cold area. The only cold area that I know of is like down here, and then I think we have one up here, don't we? Yeah, like over here. But if we do that, won't eventually this area become warm too? Like we need to artificially create cold air. And we do have one method of doing that, if I recall right. It's like an icy maker or whatever. Ice maker. Oh, ice e-fan. Yeah, so it'll use ice. And then I guess we can, oh yeah, we can make ice. Oh yeah, okay, so we can convert water into ice using a bit of power. Creates a lot of heat, but that's okay. We could probably put it down here, like maybe right here somewhere or something. And then once we create the ice, then we can use a fan. Maybe I'm like trying to make this harder than it needs to be. All right, well, let's give it a shot, I guess. So, do we have any ice already? We have 16 tons of ice, somehow. Okay, so let's see. Let's try to build the ice e-fan, I think is what it was called. Let's just search. I have no idea where it would be. Of course, it's too wide, right? Drat. Well, we could put it right here, and then we would just have to redirect this gas vent. So let's take care of that first, I suppose. Oh, yeah, we should have done that anyway. What the heck am I thinking? Yeah, that looks a lot better, and it uses less resources. Sometimes, man, I don't know what goes on in my head, you know? What's the button to copy again? I can't remember. Was it like a... Do not remember what the copy button is. Oh, it's down here. B. Gotcha. Of course. All right. Construct. Deconstruct that. All right. So we'll put the ice E fan right here. I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah. None of these plants are growing at all, so this is pretty terrible. And I don't really think having more radiant pipes here would do anything at all. I'm going to deconstruct this. If you guys could get out of here. So we really don't want more carbon dioxide in here than we need. Obviously, it'll fall whenever they go out. But yeah. Deconstruct that, and then ice fan. And then also sweet. It's building us a gold, which I think is okay. I can't remember which metals we were trying to use, but I know we were trying to diversify which metals we used. Gold, obviously, really nice for electronics, so I think this is okay. Shouldn't be a problem, I would think. Let's see how this thing works. Oh, obviously it's going to need power, right? Or does it? Absolutely does, right? Maybe it didn't show the power connection up. No? Is it just like a passive cooler? There's no way, right? Oh, I guess it is a passive cooler, huh? Oh, it literally is a passive cooler, so someone needs to stay in here. Ooh, hmm. Yeah. I don't know if that's a good idea. So is there a better way of doing this? Well, I guess we'll see if this changes anything to start. The air around it is definitely decreasing in temperature, but the dissipation... So we might need to use insulated tiles if we're going to use this to prevent heat changes in the area. And then hopefully that would mean that more cold air comes over here. Wow, it already burned up 50 kilograms of ice. I feel like it didn't really do anything, did it? Okay. Max especially needs to get the heck out of here. So, okay, I guess she's taking a break. Can you guys like clean up the area at least or something? Make yourselves useful. You guys have had like a what 6-week vacation since I've last played this game, so least you can do is clean up the area a little bit. Oops. Actually, cancel that. This is where all of our other stuff goes. That would have been bad. Everything, and then there we go. I don't really know if this is efficient at all. I'm not really sure this is worth our time. So there's got to be a better way, right? So here we have temperature modulation in general, ice E fan. Okay, I guess we would have to go up to HVAC. Yeah, I mean, right here's a thermoregulator. It literally cools the gas. But I think this thing costs like... Yeah, so and it's also just gas anyway. But that would reduce the oxygen temperature, which might be enough to counter the slightly higher water temperature. But I really think the problem is the water. So there's got to be a way. Yeah, so this is the gases area anyway. Let's double check the thermoregulator. I think wasn't that the thing that uses like 1,000 watts or something before I click on it. No, it's only 240 actually. So yeah, this could work. We'd probably have to redesign this altogether, which is probably a good thing anyway. We might not even have enough room here to do that. I think we were planning on redesigning some of this anyway. Would be really nice. A lot of this stuff is really old. Honestly, this whole area needs to be redone, I think, because I don't think we need any of this anymore. Although right now, it's basically our only food source. We don't have anything else coming in. I don't think this icy fan is doing anything at all. I'm going to deconstruct it. Yeah, so we have to have the icy fan like over here and then have the gas flow through, or not the thermoregulator, I meant. Have it flow through here and then up into this, which I think we could do just fine. What is this whole room for? Were we? I think we were taking this down, weren't we? I think we were. So we'll continue doing that. I mean, I can't imagine... We wouldn't want a farm of this size, too. This is horrendously inefficient. Definitely want it longer. You know, I mean, ideally one floor. Well, maybe not one floor. Like 2 floors would probably be ideal, I think. This is 3, so it's already kind of a little bit much. So you'd have to spend a lot of your space with ladders and fire poles, so that obviously reduces the sheer volume of farms you can have in a single farm area. That's right, yeah, we do have the mealwood growing over here still, so obviously, yeah, we'll keep that in there for now. Unfortunately, Max probably doesn't appreciate that, but we've got to do it, or else we starve. So you're going to have to get over it, bro. Gonna have to get over it. So yeah, I think we could actually just knock all of this down, knock all of this out as well, and then have like a little platform here where we just pump the gas in directly. Small amount, yep. So we'll use a gas valve as well, but then we'll also have a thermoregulator here too, and then pump it into this room. And I think that would be a good way to start. Until at least we can figure out what we want to do here, like long term. But yeah, I don't think... It would be really nice to get rid of this area entirely. This is just kind of a waste. But right now, it's the only thing actually growing bristle blossoms. I mean, we are growing these 3 now. So... I don't know. It's slightly colder, but yeah, the issue is the actual, like, farm tile itself even. It's causing us problems. So I don't even know if the thermoregulator is not really going to help that much either, is it? Gosh, I almost wonder if like we have to do like an insulated wall all around it. And then have the farm tiles sit on top of it. That way we don't have any outside heating coming in. But I really think the problem is the liquid pipes. Max, what are you doing in here, bro? It's not what you want. It's not what you want. So, interestingly, yeah, these things are starting to work a little bit better now. Yeah, we really need to cool water. And maybe that was the thing that actually uses a lot of power. Let's see. Crude plumbing. Yeah, cools the liquid, the thermo aqua tuner. And I bet you this is the thing that uses a stupid amount of... Oh yeah, can function in a vacuum. So vacuums are a thing. We did see a vacuum in the game once. I can't remember when it was exactly, but we saw a room that was completely devoid of gas, and it did say vacuum. So I think that you know, I remembered that. You know, thinking to myself, maybe we could use something like that in the future. But now I think the game is kind of reaffirming that. But if we put it through a vacuum, I think that would be just entirely way too cold. Obviously, that water would be ice at least, right? I mean, I guess it would just be ice, like super cold ice. Either way, once it becomes ice, I'm assuming the pipes break, and we can't use it as water, of course, at that point. It's way too cold. But the thermo aqua tuner might be our bet, because that's really what we need to do is cool this stuff. But yeah, I bet you this is the thing that uses up a lot of energy, doesn't it? Thermo aqua, yeah, 1200 watts. 1200 watts is a lot. Cools it by 14 degrees Celsius. So I suppose it wouldn't be running constantly. I wonder if... Because we could, like, cool the water going into here and then pump the water up into here from down here, right? So we could actually put, like, a water pump in here with, like, little water valves and then just pump it straight into here instead. That would be quite a lot of work to redesign it, but actually not too much because we're actually already piping it. Wait, how are we doing this anyway? Oh, the water is full here. Pipe blocked. Is the carbon skimmer... Wait, the carbon skimmer is not running. How is this, I'm kind of confused now. Definitely seems like the water does get colder, of course, as we go through the radiant pipes, so... The problem is, this air needs to be colder. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, if we cool the air around this area with, like, an icy fan or something, then the radiant liquid pipes would actually do more work. I think that's probably the very a very inefficient method, which I think is probably what Rax is trying to get at. It definitely does appear to reduce the temperature, though, over time. So, I mean, I suppose that would work right now, but yeah, it's definitely not a good option, and we're gonna have to use up a lot of ice just to keep things running here. Might not be a bad idea to knock some of this out and then make use insulated tiles here to prevent heat transfer, so we can keep this area cool. I think that would probably help a little bit. Kind of like just going back and forth with what I want to do, you know what I mean? The aqua tuner is just too expensive, though. What's going on here? Are you guys making out, or... Okay. It is a little bit cooler in here already, just from that little bit of... I mean, I guess maybe if we continued it, it would have corrected the whole area, you know what I mean? You know, regarding temperature, of course. It seems like it is starting to reduce the temperature in the area, but yeah, it's basically... The effect is, like, completely gone now already. And I think if we did that, we would want it, like, in the center here, so the... reduction in heat like radiates outwards from it, but I think it's not a good idea. I think the solution is going to be we need to reduce the temperature right here. Is the icy fan really the best option? We could try to mess around with a vacuum as well. I think that'd be kind of cool. This is the thing that draws up water, right? Right. Yeah, it looks like it. Starting to get a lot of carbon dioxide down here too, but I guess I don't really care that much. It would be nice to get some slicksters back. It's really unfortunate that we lost them. God, Gosh, man. Really not sure what I want to do here. 1.2 kilowatts of power is a stupid amount. And I suppose it would run constantly because... It would run constantly because it's always got water flowing through this pipe, you know what I mean? Like, we can't just tell it to... We can't just put it on, like, a low power mode, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, it just says, hey, it reduces the temperature by 14 degrees Celsius, period. No changing it. So, I mean, if we could, like, tune how much we decrease the temperature by, that would also then reduce the power, and then this could actually be useful. I don't think we can use it as is, though. It's just too expensive for what we're trying to do here. Yeah, and even if I put like one right here, you know, I'd probably have to move this metal refinery, wouldn't I? Let's build this right here instead. No, actually we can't do that because it's got stuff hooked up to it. So yeah, we would have to like put it like right up here maybe. It would output the heat to right here, but then a lot of that heat would just come up here anyway. I was thinking maybe we could use the aqua tuner to first cool the water as it's coming up here, but I think it's not really a good idea either, is it? What do you store in here? It's where metal and stuff goes. Okay. I think we just did that to clean up some of the metal. Probably. I can't even remember what this ladder is here for, to be honest. So we could put all of our cooking stuff over here. We do actually have the refrigerator right here, too. Yeah, so let's deconstruct this ladder really quick, and then we'll put the electric grill right over here. And then, how is that wired right now? It's through this circuit right here, which I think is fine if we hook it up to a different circuit, but I'm starting to worry that this circuit might be overtaxed. What is it? Oh, that's right. That's the massage things, which don't actually get used at all. Maybe it'd be fine. I mean, it is only 60 watts, and that would allow us to do more powered stuff over here too, should we want to. Yeah, let's monitor this wire and see. Oh yeah, it's hardly in use, really. I think we could handle a burst of 60 watts, no problem. 670 is our peak so far. Yeah, I think that's fine, actually. So let's do that. And then... yeah, so it has to wire up through there anyway. So I guess we just leave the power wires there, or I guess we could run it along the ladder here instead. Put aesthetics. I don't know, it's kind of like a tripping hazard, isn't it? Probably don't want to do that anyway. Alright, let's get some, let's see, an exosuit. Enables access to the exosuit overlay. I don't even know what that is. I have seen mention of that before. Protective exosuits for duplicants to wear. In an Atmos suit checkpoint. Atmos suit dock. These are like space suits, really, right? We could create our own oxalate, but we don't need that. Espresso machine. high key luxury. Let's just do some work here, just to keep people busy. Water is infinite now, so we don't have to worry about that at all. Eventually, the water temperature here will match the water temperature from here. So yeah, eventually heat's gonna be a problem. Whoa, what happened over here? Eh? What the? I have no idea what happened right here. What the? I'm so confused. That was water, too. It was just regular water that they somehow spilled or something? Oh, we have ice in here. Okay. Maybe that was the problem? Like, maybe the ice melted? This is 21 degrees Celsius. It's a lot colder than the surrounding environment. I feel like I'm still clueless, guys, about what we need to do here. Okay, wait. Where did I go? It's gonna hurt. Yeah. They just like to climb, apparently. Yeah, so I don't really think this room needs to be here at all. I think we could just knock all of this out. I don't really know what we would use it for. We could also put hydroponics right here, too. Well, at least right here, maybe. But I don't know. It seems like things are starting to slightly improve. I'm kind of confused on why there's even a discrepancy, you know what I mean? So these walls are pretty much the same temperature regardless. I guess the water is somehow getting warmer as it's moving through here? Like, I'm so confused. Okay, can we build like an ice tile? No. Let's look at that. Yeah, so HVAC could cool the gas. I think the problem is the water, and we don't really have a cost-effective solution for that. But that's going to be kind of a problem anyway for us, is water temperature here soon, I think. Well, we could... Yeah, so how do we come up with 1,200 watts of power? More natural gas stuff, but this thing, I mean, eventually, yeah, it's going to go dormant in 11 cycles anyway, so it's not like we have a ton of natural gas going on here. So that's not really a solution. Do we actually need another power source? Man, I really thought that the natural gas would set us up for life. It has been very helpful, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it could handle an extra circuit like that, you know what I mean? Plus, we'd also have to run it near the heavy watt. So it has to be right here no matter what anyway. Okay, let's... I mean, can we even... I don't know, it's just so much power. I wonder where the power power actually goes, but does it need like a floor or maybe not? Maybe we can literally just put it like right here or something. Yeah, oh, that's right. We had a lot of gold. That's why we were trying to look at whether or not it'd be good or not. I think they can get up there to that. It does say invalid building locations, so I guess we would need some granite tile. Then, yeah, we would probably have to, yeah, wire it. Right. Heavy watt joint plate. Oh, that won't work actually at all. Because the spot after it has to be... Well, maybe it would. Let me see. Do we have a... Yeah. You can't actually build, like... Oh, yeah. You can't build on... Wait. It does just count as heavy watt wire. Maybe that would work. Hold on. Let's try it. Ah, drat. Day's over. I kind of want to see what the result of that is. 1200 watts would completely destroy us, I think. I mean, we're hardly ever using it right now anyway, but like I said, we're going to have dormants, you know, like it's going to go dormant. Oh, man. It's tough. At some point, I may have to actually look up a guide. Heat management in this game. I feel like it's just escaping me, you know what I mean? It's a lot of clay. What destroys clay? I mean, I know we can make it into ceramics, but... Looks like the answer is ceramics. Oh, hatches eat it and make coal. Okay. Let's see. Sage hatch probably does the same thing, right? Looks like they do pretty much everything else. Gosh, they eat like literally everything except for clay. All right, but that's the sage hatch. I mean, what does a regular hatch eat again? It will eat sand, sandstone, clay, crushed rock, dirt, and all this kind of stuff too. So it won't eat clay. I was just or not coal. I meant it won't eat coal, right? It creates coal just like the other one. So maybe we should capture like. So let's do. Can we put like clay in here? What? Didn't it say they eat clay? Oh, stone hatch, right? So stone hatch. What? Didn't it say they eat clay? Am I like? Maybe it was a different kind of hatch. Oh, it's just the regular hatch. Gotcha. So we need a specific hatch, which is hatch. Okay, not sage. Not sage. hatch and hatchling. So clay. And it automatically gives it to the hatchling too. Okay. Maybe we could gather a hatchling or a hatch. We have one like, isn't it? He runs around like. Obviously, he only comes out at night for the most part, but doesn't he like? And I just realized they could be eating our. Let's build another one of these. They could be eating our metal. Didn't even think about that. But don't we have like a? I can't. I remember that. I think they look like little piles, don't they? Maybe he lives right here because we have like a lot of dirt, right? No, coal is what we're looking for. Yeah, so he's got to be living like right around here somewhere. Let's see. There's a button to a wrangle. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. And maybe he's somewhere totally different. Maybe this wrangle. Oh yeah, wait. I think I just saw him move. Oh yeah, here he is. Hatch. Let's grab this guy. I cannot remember how to tame the creatures. I think we were trying to figure that out maybe a few episodes before I went away. But I kind of want to see. So if we relocate you in here, will the grooming station maybe I wish I could like tell only certain creatures to be groomed, because we don't really want the sage hatch to be groomed either. He's gonna probably die anyway though. I don't know if there's anything we can do about that. I guess he eats dirt. I suppose we could feed him dirt. I mean, right? Dirt's kind of like a... Let's see, what else does he eat? Or sedimentary rock. Let's feed him sedimentary rock. That should be fine, right? Because clay, or not clay, but coal might actually be a good stopgap until we can figure out like a better power source. I'm not sure. There might not be many better power sources. Maybe you just have to spend a lot of time creating power sources, I guess. No, wait a minute. Oh, that's the hatch. Whoops. Okay, so what do you eat? Okay, so these guys don't actually... They need the good stuff. We were originally using them to just get rid of polluted dirt, but we just don't have enough polluted dirt to keep this one alive. And as far as stuff like we would be willing to let it eat, I feel like the only other option is dirt. We can't have him let him eat algae or slime or fertilizer. Oh, that's way too expensive. And all of this is actual food. Everything else, that is. Which we're definitely not feeding a hatch. So I guess dirt it is. Which I guess I'm not terribly upset about. I suppose they can eat dirt. It's normally an insult, but to him, he's probably looking forward to that meal. So there we go, I guess. Hopefully someone comes along. Also sweep all this. Would be nice to get a coal container too. Copy settings, that's the backslash. Okay, I remembered that being something. We're also going to put coal over here as well. Just to try to start cleaning up the base a little bit. I'm trying to get a little bit more organized here. We got plenty of space. I'm always like space conscious in these types of games, but I don't really think we have space problems. I think we can afford to live large. We are starting to run out of food. So maybe that was the idea, is we're going to try to build temporary areas where we can build more food, since this is a problem. Although it looks like the problem is starting to resolve itself. We haven't changed anything, obviously. Oh wait, yeah, we have a thermoregulator right here. Oh yeah, because well, I guess we could. Okay, I think it's time we delete like basically all of this and then redo it all. So I'm thinking we have a thermoregulator right in line here over to this room, and I don't think we need this room anymore. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna make the call, I think. So let's just wipe out all of this, including this gas pipe, and even the oxygen diffuser. We're gonna redo literally all of this. And wait, this is a power wire run through here? Yeah, good. Okay. I think, yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's harvest this really quick, and then I'm just gonna, let's see, uproot. Poor Sam, I can hear him suffering. It is that season too. It's already starting to kill me a little bit. Okay, so thermoregulator. I guess I could have just done this. Yeah. Input, output would be like that. And then gas valve. Yeah, actually it probably should look like that instead now. Why were we trying to do... What the heck? Why are we trying to go up here? Not sure what this part's for. Maybe... No, I have no idea. Not sure what this is for. Maybe for some future project I can't remember about. Would be nice to... Oh man, it kind of would be nice to flatten this out a bit and maybe even remove this whole oxygen mask thing. I don't think we really need an oxygen mask anymore over here. Sure, it's nasty air. We don't want to breathe it in anyway, but I don't think it's a problem, you know what I mean? I mean, especially since we could just move these doors further over here, and then we could just kind of almost have a straight shot, almost straight up. Maybe that would have been better. Well, let's just get this rebuilt for now, and then maybe we'll think about that for the next one. Gas valve doesn't use power, right? Doesn't look like it. Ventilation, gas pump. Gas pipe. And wire. Also get rid of these for now too. I think we were going to put lights in, but I think I'm going to get rid of all of this, frankly. In fact, yeah. I'm just going to get rid of all of this. Yeah, literally all of this. Surprised, yeah, it's a good thing Max isn't around here. I was going to say, surprised Max isn't dying. I thought that was Max for a second, but it's Harold. My bad. Didn't mean to forget you, Harold. I mean, temporarily, this might not be a bad idea either. Just pump gas in here and have a couple layers of, like, a small amount of farm tiles just so we don't starve, pretty much. It's going to be kind of a pain. This is starting to work, actually, which is very confusing to me. I don't know. The content in the liquid pipes is colder. somehow. I mean, the water coming in here is only getting hotter, so I don't really know. Let's do. Oh yeah, so we had to do a heavy watt joint plate. So you cannot do that. Oh, power connectors cannot overlap. So maybe we can do it. We'll see. Uh, 100 is what we were doing before. We could probably even do like, I don't know, like 50 maybe even. Okay, there goes the air. This is obviously heating. Contents, 700 grams of oxygen at 22.5 degrees Celsius. So this actually works pretty well. See what it looks like when the oxygen actually comes down here. Virtually indistinguishable. And it could just be the volume of gas is the problem. So maybe over time this will correct the issue. We might have to just let this run for a while and see. I think it is starting to decrease the temperature. It looks like we're regularly now at about 28 degrees Celsius. So this might actually be effective. At least slightly. Yeah, the water temperature is the issue, I'm pretty sure. So, are we able to do the heavy watt joint plate here? Aha. We can do it right here, but we cannot do it up here. So it cannot connect directly into... Okay, well, if that's the case, then we will just deconstruct this heavy watt wire, deconstruct this one. And then we'll just run it straight up through here. Probably should have done that to begin with. Yeah, so it's just going to output heat right in the vicinity, and then obviously it's just going to come up here. So I don't really think this is going to be helpful. We would have to actually put insulators right here. Okay, hold on. So maybe... whoops. Cancel. Oh, no. C to cancel. Okay. Whew. Yeah, delete all of that, and then what we might do is we might actually just, like, put it, like, right here or something instead. So, if we do... Cancel that, actually. Let's put granite tile right here, and then thermo aqua tuner right. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll have it like, I don't know, we'll have it come like down here and then back up through here or something silly like that. I don't know, it's gonna be kind of dumb. We could actually probably pipe the water right out of the filter here, and then back into here. That would probably work a little bit better. This extra space should at least give us some room. And then I think actually what we could do is we could put ceramic insulated tile like around it. Ooh, that's not a bad idea, right? We won't do that right now though. I'm gonna leave this so that I remember like, oh yeah, we should consider putting it around there like that. Oh, I wonder, maybe this would actually be something to put in a vacuum. Wow, okay. Well, I think we have some things to test. I'm at least I'm still clueless, but at least I have some ideas. A vacuum might be a solution, because if it's going to create heat, and it's in a vacuum, then it creates no heat. Because there's no gas to heat, right? So that might actually be the solution. So we would have like a gas pump everything out. And actually, we wouldn't even need insulated tile here. We could just have it like surrounded by block. It wouldn't matter, right? I think that would work. Actually, there might have to be like space. So there might have to be like a one tile. Ah, man. I'm going to have to think about this one. Yeah, because there might have to be one tile between all these things, because if you create heat and it's literally right on top of a tile, it's going to transfer heat to that. So we'd have to have like a tile here, but then we'd have to have like a space and then another tile like down here in order to completely envelop it in a vacuum without heat going anywhere, right? Okay, so I guess next time, vacuums. Fun with vacuums. Maybe that's what we'll call it. I don't know. Because, yeah, I think we need to get to the bottom of that. If we can dispose of heat effectively in that case, although heat would be nice to have because we could convert it into energy maybe for something else, right? But at least for now, the ability to know how to delete heat would be really nice. So I think that's where we'll go from here. I hope you all enjoyed. Yeah, sorry again for the long break. It's been a travesty. But I finally have a PC back. Hopefully this particular episode came out well. I tinkered around with the audio settings for a bit. You'll be the judge, I suppose, if it's good or not. But either way, until we come back to vacuums, peace.